Now for our Christmas, yeah, this is bragging day. Joe got me these. Hello everybody. It's Glenda with Fralins and Friends, and you all know that unless you're new. If you're new, please do subscribe, click that notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. Share. Do share this. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't lock my wheels. We had a wonderful Christmas. And when the kids were here, the 18th, yeah. we had a few missing because they were sick, and we had some here with some sniffles, but fun was had, feasting was done, and gifts were exchanged. So Joe gave, well, no, we won't get to that one yet. The kids, because Joe and I exchanged on Christmas Day. The kids, we got them all, like the adult coloring books, except for the little ones. We got them more their age. And plus their stocking of candy and treats and stuff. The kids got Joe a stocking full of candy. And a $50 gift certificate to Harbor Freight. That's going to be a good one for him. And for me, I got a stocking full of candy that I didn't really need. But yes, I am partaking. And a plate. It's in my house, we will serve the Lord or something like that. I can't remember. It's one of those things. And then it's got a cross in the middle that's a platter. It's glass, but it's in the middle. It's got a cross, and it's just so beautiful. And they know I love angels, and I swear they look like precious moments, but they said they didn't think they were. But two little cherubs, two little angel cherubs, and I just absolutely love it. But we did miss those who weren't here. So, and we got news today from my granddaughter, because her and her boyfriend were down here, and I got news from her today that he decided to propose on Christmas. So, we have 2 grandkids' weddings coming up, but don't know when. We know when. We know Delson and Skylar, well, they weren't able to make it because they were sick. I just felt so bad about that. But theirs is, I think, in 2024. So they've got plenty of time on that one. And I don't know, we just got the announcement on Tiffany and her boyfriend. So now for our Christmas, yeah, this is bragging day. Joe got me these. Now these are the kind that horse, that's the kind that horse is on. But this is a 9 by 12. Maybe that horse one is about this size or bigger. But there's 7 of them? I thought there's 7 of these. I'm going to have a lot of fun painting. I did one, remember, with the tulips and then all the little white dots. And I had those little 4x4s that I painted flowers on. And they're in a grouping in the other room. And he got me a 2-pack of these. They're the kind that have the... I don't frame these. I don't think they need a frame. I just make sure that I treat the sides of them. And they're just so fun. And he gave me a $50 gift certificate to Walmart because I like to get art supplies and stuff from there. And golly, oh, my shirt. I'm wearing one. This is a really cute, it's not real heavy, but it's warm. It's not like a fleece or anything. Like with the real heavy, but it's a nice soft fabric. It's warm. I just love it. And he gave me, there's another one, the same make and everything, except it's a dark blue-gray. So it's a nice color, I think, for me. So, oh, and Joe has not missed, I don't think he's missed a year in ages of getting me cordial cherries. He knows I love them. And he said this is about the only time of year you can find them, which I believe that. But I have always loved those Queen Anne cordial cherries. And so every year he gets me 2 boxes. And so then we both kind of get into them. At least I hope he gets, I know he does. I always tell him to get some. And they are so good. We refrigerate them because that way that gooey, goody stuff in the middle doesn't get runny all over the place. So it's just been a wonderful Christmas. Tell me about your Christmas. It could be you were home and just enjoyed the day resting, or if you were lonely, let me know that. We can maybe give you some. I'm hoping that this will uplift a few people. And if you noticed with the Christmas story paintings I was doing, there was one that I left out. And that was the one with the 3 wise men. And there was a reason for that. And I know at the passion plays and stuff, that the little plays that kids put on at Christmas, they always, or for the Christmas pageant, they always have the shepherds and the wise men there. But how else would they do it? We want to make that included because of their importance to it. And the angel had told them to follow that star, but also the gifts they brought. So we always include them in our Christmas pageants at church. And that's great because it just wouldn't seem the same. But in actuality, they arrived later, after Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus were already home. And because it refers to them, but there's some stuff to that story, and I don't want to ruin it. But the main part is going to be their arrival and departure. So, well, I guess I'll tell you this much. They first met with the king, with King Herod, I think was his, and he said he wanted them to go and find, and so that he could bow down to this king of, this forever king or whatever. And they found out that King Herod's idea was he wanted to kill the baby because he didn't want that kind of competition. But he had the wrong idea, like a lot of them did. So, but yeah, they did not return to him. So I will get with you on that probably tomorrow. Oh, I got rid of it because I just had this so full of stuff that we'd been making that I decided to just declutter. And I had so many things I thought, I'm just going to set them out there and let the kids choose what they want. The little kids, they went for those little booklets of paintings that I had done for each of those stories. They just grabbed them up. And so I was telling my son, I said, well, they have those stories are on YouTube that go with each painting, and he's pretty well versed in the Bible. So if he can figure out which story it is, then he can figure out. But the problem with my playlist is I don't know how to get it in order so that everything's, in the right order. I don't know how to do that. I know you're supposed to be able to make playlists inside playlists. I don't know how to do that either. So hopefully they can shuffle through there and find them, but I don't know. We may have to do some conversing, or I told them what playlist to look at. So that has been our Christmas, and it was such a joy to watch the little ones. That's always the most fun, because they're all over the place. And Joe was, before they all got here, he was so worried about having enough seating, because the family's getting kind of big. And he was worried about having enough places to sit. And I thought, Joe, they always find a place to sit. Don't worry about it. Let's put 2 leaves in the table like usual, and I'll tell you what, he set out an extra table and several extra chairs, plus we had our regular chairs that we sit in. Every chair had a bit of a musical chair going with it. But no, everybody had a place to sit, and even the chairs in the kitchen, those bar stool type things, they even used a couple of those and sat in there. So I have to admit, we're getting a little too big for this house. So he's thinking next year maybe we should just go to a community center or someplace. Besides, we only have 1 bathroom. And there's 2 bathrooms at the community center. So anyway, that wraps up our Christmas. I hope you guys had an absolutely wonderful one. I didn't want to videotape our Christmas with the kids. I should have got pictures. That makes me mad that I didn't do that. But I didn't want to videotape it because I wanted to just enjoy it. And I didn't want to videotape Joe's and mine because I just wanted us to enjoy it. So I figured, well, I'll brag to you today. And, oh, did I tell you? Yeah, I told you Joe gave me a gift certificate. I gave him, snow boots. Oh, I gave him some snow boots because this cold was just so freezing. I actually wanted him to open them up a couple days ahead because of how cold it was outside. And he had to keep going out. Well, he thought he had to. But he kept going out trying to start his car. The van would start, but his car wouldn't. And he knew he was getting them. But he'd come in and his toes were cold and stuff, and it's like, please open that. No. So he did open them on Christmas Day, and the size, they said. Now, they're not made here in the U.S., and the sizes are kind of weird. I mean, it tells the U.S. sizes and stuff, but they were like size 13, and I could have sworn I ordered size 11. But when he put them on, he said they're just perfect for if he wants to put on an extra pair of socks, which he probably will if it gets this cold again. Because it's supposed to be a cold winter. And I just wish he could. His fingers get so cold, and he's got, just in the very tips of his fingers, he got a little bit of frostbite one time, and they sent him up because they couldn't, I mean, his fingernails were blanching well and everything. Well, they sent him up and they did EKG, but they did it on the very tips of his fingers. And he wasn't getting good circulation there. But, I mean, the coloring was fine, but he wasn't getting quite as good a circulation. So, his gloves, he says he does still have, he has good gloves, but that cold was just, it was getting so far below zero. It was just ridiculous. So he got that, and I gave him a gift certificate. Well, I got him the gift certificate. There were 4 boxes. One of them had the gift certificate in it. I had a box that I put a bunch of paper and stuff in, and the gift certificate was in a little package that, anyway, but whatever else it was, he enjoyed it. So we will see you tomorrow, and we will do that final painting, and it'll be the wise men coming to visit them. So, and I'll do that on the regular 5x7s I've been using. I'll be using them too. Love you all. There's your smile and wave. Please do subscribe. Click that notification bell. Notification bell, so that you will know when I'm on again. Give me a thumbs up and share. Get your friends in here. We need to grow this thing. I wouldn't have this without you guys. I love you.